silent, because it's a Prius. We are starting a new adventure today. I'm currently driving on the road, so Ryan's going to do most of the talking.
All right, we are currently headed to the Stepantsminda or Kespegi region of Georgia. It is in the North Georgia area near the border. And it's supposed to be really pretty. There's supposed to be a lot of beautiful scenery, and
the Kespegi mountain is enormous. We'll figure out how tall it is and tell you later.
Definitely. We think it's the tallest mountain in the country, but we're not completely sure about that. We'll have to fact check ourselves.
And as usual, we're staying at the fanciest hotel in town.
Because we're bougie like that.
Just like that. But I'm going to try to navigate these roads because people here in Georgia, they got their own rules.
Yep, it's pretty much pick a lane, drive however you want, and don't get killed or hit.
But we are in a Prius, so we've got plenty of gas.
Thank God. We are currently standing at the Friendship Monument, which was erected in 1983 between the Soviet Union and the people of Georgia.
It's just outside of the city of Gdari on our way to Stepantsminda. About 45 minutes away from where we're trying to get to, but it's amazing views from up here. We don't know much about this monument. It is a beautiful monument. They're doing some work on it.
And it's heavily guarded.
It is heavily guarded. Well, guarded's the wrong word. There's a heavy police presence here. Not sure what that's about, but it's definitely a tourist attraction because there's lots of buses, lots of little shops. You can get food and drinks and everything here. So the normal tourist stop, but the views are incredible. You can't beat it. It's worth the drive up here.
And it's free.
And it is free. Lots of tourists up here, but they're friendly.
To our hotel in the Kespegi region in Stepantsminda, Georgia. We are staying at the Rooms Hotel. This is the highest rated hotel and the most luxurious for the region according to TripAdvisor and all the reviews you can read online. So we will give you a room tour. So the room has all hardwood floors, and if you want to go into the bathroom, looks like it's got some nice toiletries. It does have good lighting for people who need to do makeup and whatnot. And then you come into the main part of the bedroom. You've definitely got some very rustic furniture. Bed's not too bad. They have air conditioning for when it does get hot, but right now it's turned off, so it's just heat, and they have graciously brought us a fan, thank goodness, because we are both very hot-natured, even though it is probably 45 degrees Fahrenheit outside. And you got a desk, got a mini bar with probably overpriced items. And the best part of the room is this view. And we don't even have a, quote, mountain view. We have a view of the forest.
Did you notice what's missing in the room, Ryan?
Yeah, there's no television.
Good. That means we actually get to go outside and actually do something active.
This hotel even has a wine barrel jacuzzi, and it's actually feels like the water is hotter compared to most jacuzzis in Europe that we've been to. We're also jacuzzi snobs.
We're snobs about a lot of things, apparently. We're finding this out.
And we're just very bougie.
Out on the balcony of the Rooms Hotel, it is gorgeous out here. It's a little chilly. We've definitely found the cooler weather here in Georgia. Tbilisi was nice and warm, but now it is much cooler temperature outside. I think it's about 38 degrees Fahrenheit right now. But really nice hotel, amazing view. Really can't beat it. Just a nice relaxing place to hang out. Ryan's still trying to figure out where he wants to do, or where he wants to go, what he wants to do, because there isn't a whole lot of sightseeing or touristy type things out here. It's definitely more of the natural beauty, enjoying, relaxing. So we're looking at a couple hikes potentially, seeing what we can get ourselves into. Right now, I think we're gonna look for some food, some dinner, hopefully not some khachapuri. I love khachapuri, but eating it every meal is a little bit rough. Anyway, we'll see what we get into. Well, last night we kind of left you in the dark, pun intended. Sorry, bad pun. We left the hotel and went to the little town of Stepantsminda and found some dinner, found some decent food, which was awesome. But by the time we got ourselves settled in the room and found dinner, it was way too dark to do anything. And most of the things you do in this area are nature related, hiking, driving around the areas in the mountains. And it was way too dark to do any of that. So this morning we are going to be driving, not hiking, up to this church right here on the top. It is Gergely Trinity Church, which was built in the 14th century. We're going to show you around there and then potentially do some hiking up to a waterfall. Actually, we'll be doing some hiking. But behind us is a really cool view, which was better this morning, but it's above my hair. But Ryan's got information about that one.
Mount Kesbeck is the third highest peak in the country of Georgia. It is one of the highest peaks in the entire Caucasus as well.
It's about 5,500 meters and about how many feet?
About 16,500 feet. Actually, it's a little bit more than that. And it is the natural border of Russia and Georgia.
We won't be hiking that
It's
today.
actually an extinct volcano.
Anyway, we'll see you at the church. Ryan didn't know it, neither did I technically, but we ended up on a hike up to the Gergely Trinity Church. Hopefully it's short, we're not exactly sure. I'm sure we'll be shedding a few layers by the time we get to the top. Still a beautiful walk.
And we'll live.
And we will live. And honestly, we probably could use to shed the few pounds. And we have made it to the top. No, not really. We still have another 850 meters to go to get to the church.
We think.
We're
not completely sure.
The signs are counting down, which is a good thing. And we're hoping they're counting down to the actual church. But the views from here are insanely gorgeous. Both of us are definitely out of shape, as you've seen in our vlogs. And we're struggling up the hill, but we're making it.
Are you calling us fat, Robbie Bouquet?
Probably. I'm sure that would be his commentary on it right now.
Our good friend from Louisiana.
Yes. But Ryan got some brand new shoes just for this purpose because we knew we would be hiking. I think I've got one more layer to shed because this one will be staying on because otherwise I'm sure I'd be getting in trouble. So we did make it to the top of the mountain with the church behind us. As you can see, the layers came off, but some layers came back on because it is really cold up here with the breeze, but really absolutely worth the view. It is amazing. This church is positioned gorgeously between the mountains, Mount Kesbeck and Mount Shawnee behind us. Breathtaking.
This church was built in the 14th century, and we couldn't take pictures inside, unfortunately, but inside it's lots of stone, lots of beautiful icons all over it, lots of really pretty painting on there. It's very much worth the hike up here.
It really is. Alrighty, back down the mountain. This should be a lot faster and a lot easier. Hopefully we avoid the rain. There's a slight forecast of it this afternoon. We have stopped for a quick lunch, shawarma wraps, and there was an option for small, medium, or large. We got the small.
On our way to our next destination, we could have walked, but since we're having a relaxing day, we decided to drive up the hill.
I don't think I've ever actually had to break into a church before. Hopefully the gates are just shut. Oh, good. It's shut.
It's probably to keep the animals out. Maybe.
You're probably right. I mean, there are wild horses and cows and everything else running around out here.
For you step.
But this is a cute little church on the top of the hill.
Called St. Elias the Prophet.
We don't know much about St. Elias the Prophet, but this church is opposite the Gergeti Trinity Church, with its background being another mountain, which is right behind our hotel. What was the name of this one, Ryan?
Mount Shawnee.
Mount Shawnee. Not quite as high as Mount Kesbeck, but still pretty impressive. An interesting fact that we learned about the Georgian Orthodox Church is that often you will see a cross like this where the horizontal bar is actually bent, and it's actually designed to look like grapevines and grape branches.
We're both tired.
Our second hike today is brought to you by the city of Veleti, or Galeti, depending upon if the V or the G is silent. We're not sure. Anyway, we're on our way to
The big waterfall.
The big waterfall. There's a small one, just so you're not confused. The sign at the very bottom of the hill says it is a pleasant hike. Ryan completely disagrees with that. It's pleasant in that it's beautiful. Is it pleasant in that it's an easy hike?
No.
But it's better than the one.
Rocky, very hilly, but it's fine.
It's also easier than the last one we did.
Yeah, we're just tired.
We are tired. That's the problem. And I'm sure our legs will be feeling it tomorrow. Anyway, we're excited though to see this waterfall, because it's supposed to be one of the main attractions here in the Stepantsminda area. I don't know if you can hear me with the waterfall, but this is absolutely amazing. I know I use that phrase too much, but this is phenomenal. So amazing. I would do that hike all over again. I got a little bit further away from the waterfall, so hopefully you can hear this one a little bit better, but this has been an amazing trip to Stepantsminda. Beautiful area, definitely worth the nature hikes, the natural areas, the things to get to see here in this area, the Kesbeck Mountain. And I'm out of breath, obviously. It has been a different trip than we expected, but definitely well worth the time, especially if you're already in Georgia. Take the time, come see this place, come see this waterfall. I guarantee you it's worth the hikes, it's worth the time, it's worth your energy, it's worth your money. All that said, thanks for traveling the world with us.